Hi everyone, welcome back to 10th standard maths class. Here we are dealing with the chapter circles. In the previous video, we have learned some problems from the second activity. Now in this video, let's move on to next problem. Here is the next question. Question number 4. Question is, a rod bent into an angle is placed with its corner at the center of a circle, and it is found that 1 by 10 of the circle lies within it. If it is placed with its corner on another circle, what part of the circle would be within it? This is the question. Here you can see two circles. In the first circle, that arc is 1 by 10 part of the whole circle. 1 by 10 part of the whole circle. Now in the next circle, we need to find that arc will be how much part of the whole circle. That is the question. Let's draw the rough figure first. Here in this figure, for the first figure, this rod is bent into the circle at its center. Okay, this is the center O. Now, this rod cover 1 by 10 portion of the circle. That means up to this. Okay, this is 1 by 10 portion of the whole circle. This rod covers only 1 by 10 portion of the whole circle. We know the whole circle, that is perimeter. Okay, this complete is perimeter, that is 2 pi r is the perimeter. Out of that 2 pi r perimeter, only 1 by 10 portion is covered by this rod when it bent in this position. Okay, now question is, when the same rod is bent into another circle like this, one side has diameter and the corner is on the circle like this, what will be the position which is covered by this circle? That means this arc. Okay, this arc we need to find. This is the question. Now for that, 1 by 10 portion of this means you can see one central angle here. Okay, this is a central angle. We need to find this central angle first. Okay, so in order to find the central angle, in 9th standard we have one equation we have learned. What was that equation? Arc length equation. Arc length equal to 2 pi r into x by 360. This is the equation we have learned in 9th standard to find the length of this arc. Okay, but here 2 pi r is not needed because radius is not given, and instead of that 1 by 10 portion of 2 pi r that is given. It is not in exact measurement, only portion is given. Okay, 360 degree means total 360 degree is a central angle. Total angle around a center point is 360 degree. Now here we need to find this central angle. So avoid this 2 pi r. Instead of 2 pi r, we can use this 1 by 10. So here arc length is given. It is 1 by 10 of 2 pi r. Total perimeters 1 by 10 portion. So that we can write as 1 by 10 together. 2 pi r and arc length together we can write it as 1 by 10. We can write like this. 1 by 10. Arc length is 2 pi r's 1 by 10 portion. So 1 by 10 equal to x by 360. Like this we can write. Okay. Total perimeters 1 by 10 portion. So arc length is 1 by 10 of this 2 pi r. That is equal to x by 360. From this we need to find x. X means central angle. That means this O angle. Okay. So x will be equal to 360 divided by 10. That is equal to 36 degree. So here the central angle is 36 degree. 36 degree is the central angle in the first figure. Now in figure we are going to move this angle towards here. Okay, then also there won't be any change in this angle. That means the same 36 degree will be here because the same rod we are moving towards this point. Okay, so central angle upper angle will be same 36 degree. Now in order to get this arc length we need central angle, then only we can apply that equation. Okay, so we, in order to get the central angle, we can join this point to center. Okay, this will be the central angle. Okay, we are placing the same angle here in this position. then also the not central angle, then also the upper angle will be same, because here it is 36 degree, angle is not change here, so here also the upper angle will be 36 degree. Now in order to find this portion, we need to find this portion will be how much part of this whole angle, like this. Here it is 1/10 part, so same like this portion will be how much part of the whole circle, that is we need to find here. So here in order to get that, we need central angle. Now we know the equation, we know the relation between central angle and the alternate arc angle. What is that? Half and double relation. Now here we can place these points as A and B, here also these 2 points as A and B. So here starting from A and ending at B, central angle is here. Upper angle also start from the point A and end at the point B. So 36 degree here means this will be double of 36 degree. That means it will be 72 degree. Central angle will be 72 degree. Now how we will find the arc length? Equation is arc length equal to 2 pi r into x by 360 degree. But here we are not finding the exact measurement, here finding which part, like that. So no need to apply this 2 pi r. So only thing we need to apply here, it is 72 degree central angle. Here it is 72 by 360, that is equal. Here 6 is common, so in 7 only 1 6, in 12 2 6, so total 12. Now here it is 60, so 12 by 60. Here also 12 we can take as common, in 12 only 1 12, in 60 total 5 12s are there, so 1 by 5. So answer is 1 by 5 part of whole circle will be lies in between these angles. Okay, so this is the answer. Equation actually 2 pi r into x by 360 degree, but here we are considering the arc length in terms of part. Okay, part relation we are applying here, that's why we are not using 2 pi r in the equation. Okay, 2 pi r, if we know the radius we can find the arc length in exact measurement, but here it is we are using the whole circles part, that's why we are not using 2 pi r here. Okay, so 2 pi r into x by 360, that is the equation. Now central angle for the first one, 36 was the central angle. Now here central angle is we got as 72 degree, so 1 by 5 part of whole circle will be covered by this angle. Okay, this is the answer. Next is question number 5. In the picture, O is the center of the circle and A, B, C are points on it. Prove that angle OAC plus angle ABC equal to 90 degree. Figure is given. First of all, let's draw the rough figure and analyze the question. Okay, after that let's do the problem. This is a rough figure given in the question. So here it is given that O is the center of the circle. O is the center of the circle. A, B, C. These three are the points on the circle. We need to prove this. That is OAC. Angle OAC means this small angle from this black line. OAC. This angle plus angle ABC. ABC. So sum of these two angles 90 degree, that is we need to prove here. So for that, let's join O to C and B. Just join O, C and O, B like this. After that, let's consider first triangle OAC. OAC, we know this is an isosceles triangle because OA and OC are here radius. Therefore, OAC is an isosceles triangle. OAB is an isosceles triangle. OBC also. These three are isosceles triangle. Now here angles are not given, but let's consider the angles as here. Let's consider it as X, and isosceles triangle means this will also be X. Then consider these two as Y here, Y here. Okay, then remaining these two, that let's consider as Z, and here also Z. Okay, now after that sum of all these angles for the triangle ABC. Sum of all the angle means angle A plus angle B plus angle C. Angle A means what? One half x and another half y. So x plus y will be angle A. Angle B will be y plus z. Angle C will be x plus z. Okay. Now x plus z is the angle C. Now if angle C is x plus z, what will be the central angle O? Central angle O will be what? You can see angle C's starting point and ending point is A and B. These two are starting and ending point. A, C, B. Same A and B are the starting and ending point of the angle at O. A, O, B. So these two angles will satisfy that half and double relation. So angle AOB will be what? Angle AOB. Angle AOB equal to, it is x plus z. So its double will be central angle. That is 2 into x plus z. 2 into x plus z is the central angle AOB. Okay, now let's add all the angles of triangle ABC. All the angles, that is angle A plus angle B plus angle C. So angle A is what? X plus y. So x plus y plus angle B is what? Y plus z. So y plus z plus angle C is x plus z. Sum of all these three angles will be what? Angle sum property, that is 180 degree. Okay, now here let's add all this. How many x here? 1x here, 1x here. So total 2x plus 2y here. So 2y plus 2z. So 2z equal to 180. Okay, now 2 is common here. Let's take it outside. So 2 into x plus y plus z equal to 180 degree. Okay, in the next step, let's take this 2 to this side. X plus y plus z will remain here. So x plus y plus z equal to 180 by 2. Here it is into 2. So here it will be by 2. So 180 by 2 answer will be 90 degree. Okay, so x plus y plus z is equal to 90 degree. Now check angle x. Angle x, here it is angle OAC. So let's write angle OAC plus y plus z. So y plus z means angle ABO and angle OBC. That means together it will be angle B, that is angle ABC. So angle ABC equal to 90 degree. What we need to prove here? Angle OAC plus angle ABC equal to 90 degree. So here we got same angle OAC plus angle ABC equal to 90 degree. Okay, this I just write how to find the central angle, starting and ending point. Just to understand that I write this step. No need to apply that 2 into x plus z here. Okay, so this is the answer. Next is question number 6. Draw a triangle of circumradius 3 cm and two of the angles 32.5 degree and 37.5 degree. Okay, here circumradius only given. The sides are not given. Sides of triangle is not given. And circumradius 3 cm means circumcircle. That you learn in 9th standard. Circumcircle means what? A circle outside the triangle. That means all the three vertices must be on the circle. So in order to draw that, first of all we need a circle. Here only circle's measurement is given. Okay, and for the triangle, angles are given, not sides. So first of all, draw a circle with a radius 3 cm. Okay, let's start like this. First of all, I draw a circle with radius 3 cm. Here radius is 3 cm. After drawing the circle, just mark one radius. Okay, center O. This is the point A. Okay, now we need two angles. Okay, two angles 32.5 degree and 37.5 degree. These two are the angles on the circle. Okay, two angles of the triangle. Circle we need to draw. Circle means these two angles must be on the circle. Okay, so 32.5 degree on the circle means what will be the central angle from the same points? Central angle means what? It's double. Okay, so 32.5 degree means central angle will be what? 32.5 into 32.5, that is 65 degree will be. Okay, and 37.5 degree means its double will be 75 degree. Okay, so in order to draw these two angles, we need central angle first. Okay, central angle is better to draw here. So first draw 65 degree from the point A. Okay, measure 65 degree from the point A using protractor. So take your protractor. Keep the protractor like this and measure 65 degree. From the point 0, measure 65 degree and mark the point, then draw. Okay, like this. Okay, now from the next line, okay, OA is over, we got 65 degree up to this line. Now from this line, measure 75 degree. Keep the protractor like this and measure 75 degree almost here. Okay, after that remove the protractor and draw the line like this. Okay, I mark this point as B and C. This is 75 degree, this is 65 degree. Now we need 32.5 and 37.5. Now for that, consider this central angle AOC. Starting point A, ending point C. So AC is the arc. So alternate arc is the large arc from A to C. This large arc. Anywhere in this arc, if we draw an angle, that angle will be half of 65 degree. That is 32.5 degree. Let's choose that point as B. Okay. Let's choose this point. That means from the point A, start from the point A. When we join A to B and B to C, that angle will be half of 65 degree, that is 32.5 degree. Don't consider this line, only consider this portion. Okay, so AC is a small arc, so it's alternate arc. This large arc, it can be from C to anywhere in this large arc. I chose B point. Okay, so join A, B, C. That angle will be 32.5 degree. Okay, like this, A, B, C, A to B, B to C. That angle is 32.5 degree because its central angle is 65 degree. Starting from the point A, ending at the point C. Now, similarly, we can consider next angle 75 degree, that is BOC. Starting point B, ending point C. Here, alternate arc will be from B, the large arc up to the point C. This is the alternate arc of this small arc BC. So the next angle, that means the upper angle, can be anywhere around this point in between B and C. Okay, so let's take that point as A here. Okay, so B, A, C. It must be end at C point. Then only the angle will be same, because central angles starting and ending point is B and C. So start from B up to A, then up to C. Okay, already BA is joined here, so let's join A to C. Then that angle will be half of 75 degree, that is 37.5 degree. Okay, I join here A to C. So this angle is 37.5. This angle is 32.5 C. So triangle ABC is the required triangle. Okay, circumcircle of this triangle ABC is a 3 centimeter circle with angles 32.5 degree, 37.5 degree. The remaining third angle, it is not given. It can be any. Okay, so this is the answer ABC. Draw this figure in your notebook. Next is question number 8. In the picture, A, B, C, D are points on a circle centered at O. The lines AC and BD are extended to meet at P. The lines AD and BC intersect at Q. Prove that the angle which the small arc AB makes at O is the sum of the angles it makes at P and Q. Okay, let's draw the figure and analyze the question. Okay, after that let's solve. This is a rough figure. Here in the question it is given that A, B, C, D. These four are the points on the circle A, B, C, D. Then AC, the line AC and this BD extended to meet at P. Okay, that means these two lines are extending and that two lines joined at a common point P here. Now next is given the lines AD. That means this line, this point, D point and C point, opposite points are joined. Okay, so B to C and A to D. These two lines are meeting at the point Q. Okay, this is the intersecting point. Now our question is the small arc AB, that means this is small arc AB makes at the center. The angle makes by this small arc at the center point O is same as, that is angle AOB. Angle AOB is equal to sum of angles makes at P point and Q point by same arc. Okay, that means from the endpoints of A and B, angle made at the point Q and angle made at the point P. That means angle AQB. Sum of AQB and APB. That is angle AOB equal to angle AQB plus angle APB. Okay, sum of these two will be same as this angle AOB. This is what we need to prove here in this question. Okay, so in order to prove this, we don't know any angle in this. Okay, so let's start from here. Okay, let's consider this angle AOB as x degree. Let's take this angle as x degree. Okay, central angle O is the center point now. So central angle AOB as x degree. Now which all angles will be equal? Check the figure properly. Which all angle will be equal? Central angle O is x degree. Then start from A and end at B. Which all are the angles starting from A and ending at the point B? That means the upper angles, alternate arc angles. So let's see. A starting, then C, then from there B. Okay, so angle ACB. This angle will be what? Half of, this is central angle, half and double relation. No, that's why. So this is x degree, means this angle will be half x. Okay, this will be half x. And one more is there, that is ADB. This also same, starting from A and ending at B on the circle D. So this angle will also be half x degree. Okay, now consider this line BDP, triangle the line BDP. Here the line BDP is divided by AD. The line AD cut this line into two parts. So linear pair we can apply here. So this is half x degree, means this angle will be what? This will be linear pair, no? So 180 minus half x. Okay, 180 minus half x. Same will be here also, because here half x means this will also be 180 minus half x degree. Okay, now consider the quadrilateral QDPC. This is a quadrilateral. Okay, QDPC. QDPC, quadrilateral. Okay, we know sum of angles of a quadrilateral is what? It will be 360 degree. Sum of all the angles of quadrilateral is 360 degree. Out of that we know only these two angles, 180 minus half x and 180 minus half x. Okay, so let's add all the angles here. So first angle what? Angle CQD. So first is angle CQD. Next is angle D plus angle P plus, next is what? Angle PCQ. Okay. Now sum of all these will be 360 degree. Now angle CQD we don't know. CQD, that is we don't know. So just write it as angle CQD plus angle D we know. What is 180 minus half x? So 180 minus half x plus angle P also we don't know. So just write it as angle P plus angle PCQ, that we know it as 180 minus half x, sum equal to 360 degree. Now add these two, 180 plus 180, that is 360, minus half x and minus half x. So same sign means adding half x plus half x, it will be 1x. Okay, so angle CQD plus angle P plus 180 plus 180, that is 360 minus x. Minus x means half x and half x. Same sign means we have to put the same sign and add. This is equal to 360 degree. Now 360 degree here, 360 degree here with the same sign, so that we can cancel. So the remaining will be angle CQD plus angle P minus x equal to 0. Now take this minus x to this side like this. So angle CQD plus angle P equal to x. Now CQD means this angle CQD. CQD and angle AQB will be what? Same, because these two are opposite angle. AQB and CQD both are same. So instead of angle CQD, let's write angle AQB plus angle P equal to x degree. Now check what we need to prove here. Angle AOB equal to, that is x degree equal to angle AQB plus angle APB. APB means angle P. So we proved same here. Okay, so this is the proof. Same. AOB, instead of AOB we consider that angle as x degree, the same is here x degree. So AQB plus angle P same as, the sum of these two is the same as x degree. Okay, this is the proof. Hope you understood. Thank you. See you in the next video with a new section.